Hey fam, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about a few ways to review your financial habits. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to support our channel, please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. We make one commitment to you that we're going to bring you the most uplifting, valuable, and enlightening content. Thank you again. The first way is that you're going to track your expenses. Make it your responsibility to track your expenses. Start by tracking every cent. What did you spend your money on last week? What did you spend your money on today? Make it a responsibility for you to track every expense. Just like you're not someone who's going to wake up every morning and not wash your mouth. You are not going to be someone who wakes up and by the end of the day is not going to track their expenses. Right? Make it a responsibility. Make it a new habit that you collect receipts. Make it a new habit that after every expense you write down everything on your notepad, on your iPhone, wherever, on your notebook. Write down expenses. Right? Make it a habit. Make it something that you do, just like you wash your mouth every single day. Track your expenses. Track where every cent is going into. Become conscious about where you put your money into. Write it down. Give yourself 30 days. Track every single day where your expenses. The second way for you to review your financial habits is that you have to categorize your expenses, right? You have primary expenses and you have secondary expenses, right? Primary expenses are expenses that you need for you to survive. You need somewhere to stay, right? You have rental expenses. You need food to eat. You have food expenses. You have transport expenses, right? These are all expenses for you to actually survive, right? Secondary expenses are expenses that you have for fun, right? You might want to buy now and then a luxury, item. You might want to travel to Spain or Madrid for, just for a vacation, right? These are expenses that are your own desires, but you don't really need them, right? Once you have all of these expenses into categories, you can actually look closely into them and see, okay, where am I spending my money? Is it into, the most basic things that I need, or just for the casual fun that, I don't really need that much? So this actually conscientizes you to actually be aware of where your money is going. Is it into primary expenses or mostly into secondary expenses? Categorize your expenses. The third way for you to review your financial habits is that you have to identify emotional spending. Do you have any of those days where you spent money based on how you felt? You could have been stressed, sad, or bored, whatever the case might have been. But there is a time where you spent money based on how you felt, right? Make an analysis of your previous spending habits, right? Why did you spend money based on how you felt? What cost it? Is it your friends, your colleagues? How did it make you feel after purchasing whatever you bought based on how you felt, right? These are questions that you have to ask yourself. These are questions that, you have to note down every single time when you make an unnecessary spending based on how you feel. Identify emotional spending. The fourth way for you to review your financial habits is that you have to review subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify. Some of you have been paying for gym memberships for the last 3 or 6 months, and you still haven't went to the gym for the last 3 or 6 months. Make a list of all the subscriptions that you have. Review all of them. Which ones are active? Which ones are not active, right? Which ones are educational? Which ones are not educational? Which ones do you need and which ones don't you need? Which ones do you spend more time on and which ones don't you spend more time on, right? Make a list, review all of them. Watch the ones that you need and cancel out the ones that you need. Review your subscriptions. Know where your money is going into automatically. Know which company is automatically withdrawing money out of your account. Review. The fifth way for you to review your financial habits is that you have to set yourself monthly money dates. Once a month, sit yourself down. Make an analysis of all your entire spending for the whole month, right? What did you spend your money on, right? Are you actually hitting your financial targets, right? Compare how much you earn to how much you are spending, right? Are you living above your means, right? These are questions that you get to ask yourself once a month. Sit down with a pen and paper. Write down all your expenses, right? Are you actually spending money on mostly your needs as compared to your secondary needs, or things that you just desire? These are questions that you have to ask yourself. Sit yourself down, become a responsible person to track and evaluate. The sixth way for you to review your financial habits is that you have to audit your financial goals. When it's all said and done, what exactly do you want out of life financially? Is it a house? Is it a business? What are you working towards? Right? You have to compare and analyze whether your financial goals coincide with your daily habits, right? You don't want to set too big goals that don't coincide with your daily habits, right? Make sure that you have it all written down. You know how much money you want at a certain point, right? You know how much money you want in the year 2027 or in the year 2030. These are things that you've written down. You have a plan for your life. Make sure that your goals, your financial goals, coincide with your daily habits, and make sure that you accumulate good daily habits that can actually push you in the direction of your financial goal. These are some of the ways that you can use to review your financial habits so that you can have the right money mindset. I appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. If you'd like to support us, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel so that we can reach a wider audience. I appreciate you very much.